Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Another massive Russian missile attack on Ukraine today, Monday, the 8th of January 2024. Well, what can you do? Defend, right? So the Ukrainians claim that they downed half of the missiles launched on Ukraine actually in the morning attack. I have two articles here and a map. So let's see how many, what kind, the locations, and the destruction. And Ukrainian success, if there was any. Here it is. Ukrainska Pravda. Russians launched 51 missiles and 8 attack drones at Ukraine. Almost half were downed. Monday, the 8th of January 2024. Today is Elvis Presley's birthday. Okay. The Russian 1935. The Russian occupiers have fired 59 aerial weapons on Ukraine, missiles of various types, and Shahed attack drones. 18 missiles and all 8 Shaheds have been shot down. Wow. And we have Zaluzny, all of a sudden he's the source. This is a new development. I haven't heard Zaluzny being the one who's the source. Usually it was another lower rank of officer, or it was one weasel politician, advisor, something like that, who was reporting the attacks. From the past maybe week or so, Zaluzny is the one who tells us how many missiles were launched. Interesting development, change. The defenders of the sky have destroyed 8 Shaheds and 18 KH-101, KH-555, KH-555 cruise missiles. It should be added that not all the enemy missiles that were shot down reached their targets. It is reported that the Russians launched a large-scale attack on Ukraine on the night of 7 to 8 January using, all right, let's see what they used, 8 Shahed 136/131 attack UAVs, launched from the area of Primorsko-Akhtarsk. Okay, let's see where that Primorsko-Akhtarsk is. This is the usual suspect across from the Azov Sea, or the Sea of Azov, which is right here. This is Primorsko-Akhtarsk. So this is from here they launched the Shahed drones from that area that you can see because of my melon. Right here. Next. 7 S-300 and S-400 anti-aircraft guided missiles from Russia's Belgorod Oblast. So 7 300 and 7 S-400 anti-aircraft from Belgorod. Belgorod is in the east. Right here. From this is Belgorod in this area. So on the map is on top of Kharkov. And here, these are the 7 S-300 and S-400. 4 Kinzhal's hypersonic aeroballistic missiles from 4 MiG-31K aircraft launched from Ryazan and Tambov, Russia. Let's see where that is. So here is Ryazan, and it is southeast of Moscow. I'm sorry, yeah, Ryazan right here. So this is where the MiG-31 took off. Let's see if we can see it on this map, which is much clearer. And right here, some Ryazan right here. Let me get my melon out again. So Ryazan right here, and the second one is Tambov right here. So here is where the Russians MiG-31 took off, these two places, 1 and 2, and they came and hit this way. I'm not going to go on the other one. It shows you here, and it shows you here like that, but I think this is much clearer than that. Right, let's go back to the article. 24 KH-101, 555 and 55 cruise missiles from 11 Tupolev 95 MS strategic bombers launched from Engels, Russia. Let's see where those guys are. So we have the Tupelov 95 strategic bombers, and we have also the Engels 2 base right here, which is far, far away from the front. Let's see how do we get there. Let's do it slowly. So we can have Ukraine is right here. This is the whatever the used to be Ukraine border, and then Engels is right here. Moscow is, I can't go there, but I can have. Moscow is right here in the corner, so you got a triangle here. And if I would use this map, which I can't go, it's somewhere far in the east, further that way. Okay, let's go to the next one. 8 Kh-22 cruise missiles from Tupelov 22M3 bombers launched from Russia's Belgorod Oblast. So Tupelov 22, let's see where how that looks. 222 long-range bomber, right? Image. These are the ones. This is the one that I usually use because I like it. So this is the 22, which launched 8 kh, and I will show you where from Belgorod. I'm gonna go to the map. It is the same area where they said sent, I think, the first the Shaheds, if I remember correctly. Let's see. No, the S-300 and S-400 Shaheds were from Primorsko-Akhtarsk. So from here the same with the S-300, S-400s, and the 8 cruise missiles from the Tupelov 22. 6 Iskander-M ballistic missiles launched from Dzhankoy and Shauda in Crimea. 6 Iskander from Dzhankoy and Shauda. I know where Shauda is in Donskoy too, but let's see. Shauda, Cape Shauda is right here by Feodosia on this little right here. And Dzhankoy, if I remember correctly, should be somewhere here. Right here. This is Dzhankoy. This is Dzhankoy and this is Cape Shauda. So from here and from here, they launched what? Iskander-M ballistic missiles. 2 Kh-31P guided missiles from tactical aircraft launched from Russia's Belgorod Oblast. The same as the S-300, S-400s, Belgorod Oblast right here. Okay, and the same thing as the Tupelov 22M, the cruise missiles, which is Tupelov 22. The Russians targeted critical infrastructure, industrial, civilian, and military facilities. They hit different oblasts of Ukraine. In particular, ballistic missiles were fired into Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye, and Khmelnytsky Oblast. So Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Zaporozhye. So Kharkiv is right here. Dnipropetrovsk is right here. Let's make it like this. All right. Kharkiv and Zaporozhye is the one right here in this area. And then we have Khmelnytsky, which I always say is the one with the airfield that uses Storm Shadow missiles attached to the MiGs. I think MiG something, 20 something or Sukhoi, I'm not certain anymore which one is it. And here's where they take off and they come and launch their Storm Shadow or Scalp missiles. Not happen here. This was yesterday. Russian Ministry of Defense reported the air defense shot down 6 Ukrainian Neptune cruise missiles over the northeastern part of Black Sea waters. Okay, I saw that yesterday. Let's go back to the article. They tell us what happened here on 28. We don't care about that one. Let's go to the next article. The Kiev Independent, Monday, January 8, 2024. Russia unleashes morning airstrikes on Ukraine, killing 4, injuring over 30. And Russian troops unleashed multiple cruise and ballistic missiles at Ukraine early on January 8. Russian forces launched a total of 59 missiles and drones. How much this guy said? The same thing? No, this guy said 51. So in the meantime, they send more. 59 missiles and drones Ukraine overnight and in the morning. The Air Force wrote Ukraine Air Defenses reported shot down 18 cruise missiles types KH-101, KH-555, KH-55 and 8 drones Shahed pop. Except for cruise missiles, Russian forces also used air-launched ballistic and anti-aircraft guided missiles, according to the Air Force. Not all the Russian missiles that were shot down eventually, they said this into the other one. Kharkiv Oblast says that Russia's attack damaged an enterprise, an education institution, and a house in the city of Zmir. Khmelnytskyi Oblast, this is with the airfield. At least 6 explosions were heard in Ukraine's western Khmelnytskyi Oblast, the regional government pop. Local air defense shot down 2 missiles over the region, but some others hit infrastructure facilities. Probably they say, see, without your air defenses and ammunition, we can't hit them all. That's why you need to give us more. That's the way I think it is. The city of Zaporozhye was hit with 5 missiles. And earlier, the Air Force warned that Russian Sukhoi 35 bomber aircraft were operating just north of the border with Russia and urged residents to take missile threats seriously. They don't. What does it mean? They don't believe you. That's what it is. Or they got sick or whatever. At least 13 heavy bomber aircraft took off from airfield in Murmansk Oblast in Russia. This is very different than the other article. MiG-31K aircraft were also reported to have taken off from Savatsleya in Novgorod area. Now, I know Murmansk and I know Novgorod, and I know Murmansk is in the north, far north, if I remember correctly. So we don't have that map here. So it's by Finland, if I remember, somewhere Finland and Norway, north. And the other one, I know where the Novgorod area is, but it's totally different from what these guys reported in this article. And this is the same, 8th of January. They never mention in this article the Novgorod or the Murmansk. It's okay. Maybe they complete their, it doesn't really matter if you look at it. It just how much damage these guys cause. So here it is, another 59, they said in this one, right? Missiles launched on Ukraine, and they hit 59 military facilities. Obviously, they hit civilian facilities and critical infrastructure. Success? Well, almost half of them downed, according to the Ukrainians. They didn't say anything about the Kinzhals. Weren't there Kinzhals over there? Well, if you have a MiG-31, that's a Kinzhal. They say anything about the Kinzhals here? Yeah, 4 of them were launched from MiG-31 from Ryazan and Tambov. So here it is, my friends. The Russians started their not daily, because it was not daily, but with the missiles at least. With the drones, yes, but the missiles, no, massive attacks. Like last year, when they started, I think in October, after the Ukrainians attacked the Kerch Bridge, I think that's what it was, and that triggered these guys to say, well, we're going to do this, or just coincided with a plan that they already had. Very possible, because the winter was coming. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.